Have you ever wondered how to keep your legs strong and steady, even into your in the 90s? As we age, simple tasks like walking, standing, or climbing stairs can become a struggle, and falls become a real risk in for adults over 65 experiences a fall each year. But what if I told you there's one essential vitamin that could change all that, helping you stay mobile and independent for years to come? Stick around until the end, because we're revealing not just what this game-changing nutrient is, but simple steps you can take today to transform your health and strength, no matter your age. Before we begin, I would appreciate if you like this video. You can help I continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Let's dive deeply into this fascinating subject and unpack it thoroughly when it comes to ensuring that your legs remain strong, resilient, and capable. Supporting you through life's demands, one nutrient emerges as absolutely indispensable: vitamin D. While it's true that vitamin D is most commonly celebrated for its pivotal role in maintaining healthy bones, its influence extends far beyond skeletal support. This, the remarkable vitamin, is equally vital for bolstering muscle strength, enhancing coordination, and preserving overall essential mobility attributes for an active and dependent lifestyle. A wealth of scientific studies has illuminated the profound consequences of vitamin D deficiency, revealing that insufficient levels can trigger a cascade of issues, including weakened muscles, compromised balance, and a significantly heightened risk of falls for older adults. This combination can be particularly perilous as it increases vulnerability to injuries that can disrupt quality of life. The evidence backing vitamin D's importance is both compelling and extensive. For instance, a rigorous study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society provided striking insights into its benefits. Researchers discovered that older adults who incorporated vitamin D supplements into their daily regimen experienced a substantial 23% reduction in their risk of falling compared to their counterparts who did not supplement. This isn't an isolated finding. Another detailed investigation featured in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism established a clear link between low vitamin D levels and measurable declines in leg muscle strength, alongside noticeably slower walking speeds among seniors. The underlying science is elegantly simple yet critical. Vitamin D is a key player in enabling the body to absorb calcium efficiently. When vitamin D is scarce, calcium uptake falters, leading to progressive weakening of both bones and muscles over time. This dual deterioration can hasten the onset of sarcopenia, is a condition characterized by the gradual age-related loss of muscle mass and function, affecting nearly 50% of adults over the age of 80 in Armenia. Underscores why vitamin D is a non-negotiable cornerstone for keeping legs robust, minimizing fall risks, and sustaining physical vitality as the years accumulate. How widespread is vitamin D deficiency among older adults, and why does it matter? The statistics are both eye-opening and sobering, painting a picture of a pervasive public health challenge. According to comprehensive data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, more than 60% of seniors have vitamin D levels that fall below the threshold considered optimal for health. This isn't a trivial shortfall. It carries significant consequences. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with inadequate vitamin D, twice as likely to experience severe falls and debilitating fractures, injuries that can lead to prolonged recovery or even permanent loss of independence. Meanwhile, a landmark study in the New England Journal of Medicine spotlighted a specific advantage for women over 65. Those who supplemented with vitamin D enjoyed a 22% lower risk of hip fractures, a devastating injury that often marks a turning point in mobility and autonomy in the aging process. Itself exacerbates this issue as the skin's capacity to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight diminishes with each passing year, and dietary intake alone often falls short. As a result, seniors must take proactive, intentional measures, whether through supplements, fortified foods, or carefully managed sun exposure to safeguard their vitamin D status and, by extension, their physical well-being. What clues might suggest that your vitamin D levels are running low? This nutrient is a powerhouse, supporting not only the integrity of your bones and the strength of your muscles, but also playing a key role in immune function and overall resilience. Yet because deficiency often develops gradually, its symptoms can be subtle at first, making them easy to overlook until they become more pronounced. Let's explore some of the most telling signs in detail. One of the most noticeable red flags is the muscle weakness, particularly in the legs. If you find that your legs feel unusually unsteady, shaky, or fatigued, perhaps when rising from a chair, navigating stairs, or taking a short walk, it could be a signal that your vitamin D levels are insufficient. This weakness arises because vitamin D is essential for proper muscle function, and its absence can erode strength and stability, amplifying the risk of falls. It is especially critical for older adults, whose naturally declining vitamin D levels already place them at a disadvantage. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps we continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Another hallmark symptom is bone pain, which often manifests as a persistent ache in the leg joints or lower back. Vitamin D facilitates the absorption of calcium, a mineral that keeps bones dense and durable. Without enough of it, bones can weaken, leading to discomfort that might be dismissed as a normal part of aging, but could point to correctable deficiency. Beyond these physical signs, slower than normal wound healing can also hint at low levels. Vitamin D supports tissue repair and bolsters the immune system, so if cuts, bruises, or scrapes seem to linger unusually long, or if you're prone to infections, it's worth considering your vitamin D status. Additionally, leg cramps or muscle spasm, especially those that jolt you awake at night, can serve as another warning. Vitamin D helps regulate muscle contractions, and a short fall can lead to voluntary tightening or twitching, disrupting sleep and further impairing mobility. If any of these symptoms resonate with your experience, consulting a healthcare professional is prudent. The next step is a straightforward blood test can pinpoint your vitamin D levels, and if they're found wanting, your doctor might suggest a tailored plan, perhaps more sunlight, dietary tweaks, or a supplement regimen to restore them to an optimal range. So how can you effectively increase your vitamin D intake and shore up your leg strength? Let's examine the most practical and evidence-based strategies in depth. One of the simplest and the most natural approaches, harnessing the power of sunlight. When your skin is exposed to ultraviolet UVB rays, trigger the production of vitamin D, a process that's both efficient and free, provided the conditions are right. However, aging complicates this as you grow older. Your skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin drasing. The risk of deficiency. To maximize this natural synthesis, aim to spend 20 to 30 minutes in direct sunlight with areas like your arms, legs or face uncovered at least 3 to 4 times per week. The sweet spot for UV exposure is midday, roughly between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m., when the sun's rays are at their most potent factors, such as your latitude skin pigmentation is darker skin, requires more exposure, and the time of year can influence how much vitamin D you produce, so some trial and adjustments may be needed for those in cloudier climates, higher latitudes, or regions with extended winter sunlight may be insufficient in such cases. A vitamin D lamp, engineered to emit UV light, can step in as a reliable substitute, mimicking the sun's effects from the comfort of home when sunlight isn't enough or isn't feasible. Turning to dietary sources becomes an essential piece of the strategy, while few foods are naturally brimming with vitamin D. Thoughtful selection can meaningfully boost your levels and complement other efforts. Fatty fish reign supreme in this category. A 3.5-ounce serving of cooked salmon, for example, delivers approximately 570 international units of IU of vitamin D, meeting or exceeding the daily recommended intake for most adults. Other standout options include mackerel, sardines, and tuna, each packing a potent dose of this nutrient in every bite. For a more modest, but still valuable, contribution, egg yolks offer about 40 IU per yolk, making them an easy and versatile addition to breakfasts or baked goods. Many dairy products, think milk, yogurt, and cheese, are fortified with vitamin D during processing, providing a convenient and widely accessible way to up your intake, especially for those who enjoy dairy regularly. For vegetarians or anyone seeking plant-based alternatives, mushrooms offer a fascinating exception when exposed to sunlight or UV light, either naturally or artificially. During cultivation of certain varieties like Maitake or Chantel can produce vitamin D with some servings yielding up to 400 stls. While diet alone may not fully bridge the gap, particularly for those with higher needs, pairing these foods with sunlight, exposure, or a high quality, the supplement can create a comprehensive, effective plan to keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your health thriving. Vitamin D is a vital nutrient that plays an indispensable role in supporting numerous aspects of health, particularly for seniors who often face challenges in obtaining adequate amounts through diet alone. As we age, the body's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight diminishes. Dietary sources become less efficient, and factors like reduced mobility or indoor lifestyles further limit exposure to natural triggers for vitamin D production. This makes it increasingly difficult for older adults to maintain the levels necessary for optimal bone health and muscle function and overall vitality without additional intervention. Consequently, many seniors find that supplementation becomes a necessary and practical the solution to meet their daily requirements and sustain their well-being as they navigate the aging process. For seniors is one of the most dependable and efficient ways to ensure sufficient vitamin D levels are through the use of supplements, particularly when sunlight exposure is limited, such as during winter months, or for those living in northern latitudes, or when dietary intake falls short due to appetite changes or restricted food choices. Their commended daily intake of vitamin D varies based on age and individual health circumstances, as outlined by health authorities. For adults aged 50 to 70 years, the standard recommendation is 600 international units IU per day, which supports basic needs for maintaining bone integrity and muscle performance. However, for those over 70, their requirement increases to a range of 800 to 2,000 IU daily, depending on the factors like baseline levels of lifestyle and specific health goals. This higher range reflects the greater need to counteract age-related bone loss, preserves muscle strength, and reduce the risk of false and fractures are key concerns for maintaining independence and quality of life in later years. When selecting a supplement, the form of vitamin D matters significantly. Experts widely recommend vitamin D3, scientifically known as call over vitamin D2, ergocalciferol, due to its superior efficacy. Studies demonstrate that vitamin D3 is more effective at raising and sustaining blood levels of vitamin D, and it is absorbed more readily by the body, making it the gold standard for supplementation because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. Its absorption is optimized when taken with a meal that includes healthy fats. Pairing your supplement with foods like avocado, nut seeds, olive oil, or fatty fish can enhance its bioavailability, ensuring your body reaps the maximum benefit. Timing matters too, so take it with the largest meal of the day, which often contains more fat, can further improve. Take that said, starting any new supplement regimen should not be done lightly. Consulting a healthcare care provider is a critical step in determining the appropriate dosage tailored to your personal needs. A simple blood test measuring 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels can reveal whether you're deficient and guide your doctor in recommending a dose that aligns with your health status, avoiding both under and over supplementation. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps. We continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward to fully harness the power of vitamin D. It's essential to consider its synergy with magnesium, a mineral that serves as a crucial partner in the vitamins. Activation and function within the body's magnesium is required for the enzymatic processes that convert vitamin, whether obtained from sunlight, food, or supplements, into its active form calcitriol, which the body uses to regulate calcium and phosphorus levels, strengthen bones, and support muscle activity. Without adequate magnesium, even ample vitamin D intake may fall flat as the body struggles to metabolize it effectively. This interdependence underscores the importance of maintaining balanced levels of both nutrients to boost magnesium intake naturally. Seniors can focus on incorporating a variety of magnesium-rich foods into their diets. Leafy green vegetables such as spinach, Swiss chard, and kale are powerhouse sources, as are nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. Whole grains, including brown rice, quinoa, oats, and barley, also contribute significantly to magnesium levels for those who find it challenging to consume enough magnesium-rich foods, perhaps due to dental issues, reduced appetite, or dietary restrictions. A magnesium supplement can serve as a valuable adjunct by thoughtfully pairing vitamin D with magnesium. Seniors can amplify its benefits, leading to stronger muscles, more resilient bones, and enhanced mobility, all of which contribute to a more active and independent lifestyle. If you're beginning with low vitamin D levels, a common scenario among seniors, you may wonder how long it will take. Replenish your stores and experience noticeable improvements in the timeline for results varies based on the degree of deficiency, dosage, and consistency of supplementation. But a general pattern emerges with regular Use within approximately 2 weeks after starting a supplement. Many individuals report early signs of improvement, such as a reduction in muscle cramps or stiffness and a subtle increase in energy levels. The vitamin D begins to address immediate deficiencies by the 1-month mark. More tangible benefits often emerge, including stronger leg muscles and improved balance. Critical factors for stability and fall prevention after 3 months of consistent intake. Bigger changes typically take hold, such as measurable increases in bone density and a significantly lower risk of falls. Research backs these timelines with compelling evidence. Studies show that seniors who maintain vitamin D supplementation for 3 to 6 months experience a 31% reduction in fall incidence, a 35% improvement in muscle strength, and a 40% decreased risk of fractures. These outcomes highlight the profound impact of sustained vitamin D intake on physical health and resilience, particularly for older adults. The key to unlocking these benefits lies in consistency. Taking vitamin D regularly, whether through supplements, fortified foods, or a combination of sources, establishes a steady foundation that helps preserve leg strength and protect skeletal health, and promote mobility well into the future for seniors, determined to remain active and prevent falls and safeguard their autonomy. Making vitamin D a priority is not just advantageous, it's imperative. Unfortunately, many older adults unknowingly fall short of adequate levels due to reduced sun exposure, limited dietary options, or simply a lack of awareness about their needs, making proactive measures all the more critical. So what actionable steps can you take today to ensure you're meeting your vitamin D requirements? Begin by spending 20 to 30 minutes in the sun several times a week, ideally between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when UVB rays are most intense, though this depends on your geographic location, skin tone, and seasonal factors. Always balance this with skin safety to avoid overexposure. Complement this with a diet rich in vitamin D, containing foods such as fatty fish like salmon, Makar sardines, or tuna egg yolks from pastured eggs, and fortified dairy or plant-based alternatives like milk yogurt or orange juice to cover any gaps, particularly in the absence of sufficient sunlight or dietary intake. Is considered a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement targeting 800 to 2,000 IU daily for those over 70, as guided by your healthcare provider. Enhance its effectiveness by pairing it with magnesium sourced either from nutrient-dense foods or a supplement. To ensure optimal absorption and activation, commit to regular monitoring by having your vitamin D levels tested periodically, typically every 6 months, to a year through a healthcare care professional. This allows you to track your progress, adjust your approach if necessary, and maintain levels within the ideal range is generally 30 to 50 nog per milliliter, though this may vary based on medical advice. By adopting these strategies, you are making a long-term investment in stronger bones, better balance, and a higher quality of life as you age well. There you have it. Vitamin D could be the key to keeping your legs strong, preventing falls, and staying active well into old age. From sunlight to supplement fatty fish with magnesium, you've got the tools to take control of your health. So, what have you learned so far? We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below this video with one thing you've learned today and plan to put into practice in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe for more health tips to keep you thriving.